two final last fun questions, Mr. President, for your bio. If there's no McDonald's around, Burger King or Wendy's?
Well, I'll tell you, a friend of mine, he's sort of an old friend, but he's not really a friend anymore. I don't like him too much. But I've always liked Wendy's. I have liked Wendy's. But the person that controls it, I don't like him so much anymore. So I don't want to give him any. But Wendy's is pretty good.
Okay, and last fun question.
I'll do that for old time's sake.
...2023, shortly after joining Indiana, who's Kurt? Kurt Signetti. Where is Kurt Signetti? Right here. Huh? Oh. Come here.
You're listening. Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB. With Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office.
time.
Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters, the only show on the internet that believes 2 hosts are better than 5. I'm Christian Bladt. Look right there. Wait, that's Mr. Eric Zane. How are you today, Easy?
Never better, Christian Bladt. Thanks for doing all the work.
Yeah, I enjoy it, which is really weird. I was up until about 3:30 last night. I was ready to go to bed, and then I found what we'll be getting to in just a couple of minutes, which will take up a long time. And I was like, oh, I could save it for the morning, but I would never have gotten to it. So
that's why you get the big bucks.
That's right.
We all know that.
Speaking of money, that's what we're here for. Tell everybody how we get it. What happens? How do they make it so we get money?
We get it by making Christians say horrific slurs, which I don't know if everybody gets that.
No, they get it some weeks, but you're right. In general, I don't think they understand.
Yeah, I mean, a Christian will end up signing off the show with, "I'm Christian Bladt. Every mic's a hot mic," and then you know he'll say whatever you want him to say, provided if your terrible thing you want him to sign off with has the high dollar amount. High dollar amount wins it. So if you throw $5 at it, somebody's going to beat that. Well. We hope,
yeah.
But yeah, so go big or go home and make them sign off with a horrific slur.
Yeah, I mean, worse than Hail Satan. I mean, that's pretty bad, but it's 2026. Pretty much everybody loves Satan at this point. So thank you for that. And remember to go to whoarethese.com where you can sign up for the Patreon, and you can also become a member on YouTube. Either way, you're going to get some tremendous bonus episodes. Easy. I know you don't have time for the regular episodes, let alone the bonus episodes, but Stuttering John Living in the Past is, I think, something that everyone can enjoy because you don't have to keep up on the Dabbleverse because
how
it's
long
from
is
like
this audiobook? How long is
well, that's not this. They did 15 chapters. I think it's 15 chapters. And you may or may not know this, but I've heard it reported from reliable sources that Carl put John's entire audiobook on his Patreon, and you could just go in and download it. I've heard that from a few different places. Now, I didn't do it. I downloaded it from Melton's site, but I don't know. I've heard that Carl did that, but
no, he wouldn't do that. Carl is always on the up and up, and he would never do anything that could get him in any type of hot water like that. I don't believe you.
That's fair. Listen, you don't have to believe me. What do I know? And before we dive into it, I guess there's one more thing that we should mention. You can see it down there on the crawl, but I always like to let everybody know they can leave us a voicemail. Call 585-612-1388, and please say it is for WATB. That's this show. Don't leave it for another show. Just go ahead and leave it for us, and we will play it in short order. And I was thinking that the guy who was complaining that we had gotten into a little too much who are these high schools, I feel like that guy's going to be happy. We are going to dive right into some broadcast talk. We're going to talk shows. And if we're going to talk about a topic, thank God we have a jingle.
WATB, who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
Easy, do you remember what Strike Force 5 was? Does it ring any bells, or does this sound like you're hearing about it for the first time?
Tarantino.
Oh, you know what? That was the pilot in the center of Pulp Fiction. It wasn't quite called that. It was Fox Force 5.
Yeah, Fox Force. That's right.
Every episode, Uma Thurman's character was going to have a joke, but because they only shot the pilot, she only had one joke. And so after the whole ordeal, Travolta's like, what was the joke? And I don't remember the joke. But no, Strike Force 5 was hysterical. We covered it on this show. Carl covered it a couple of times. And I just gave up on it because it was, I believe the word is interminable. So during the writer's strike, which, didn't affect most of America, but boy, has it been a rough go in my house. But
yeah, your wife's a writer, for God's sake. I mean, she was a fucking tip of the fucking spear.
Yeah, right, exactly. So they did a podcast while their shows were on strike during the writer's strike. 5 of the late night hosts. So you had Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, John Oliver, Seth Meyers, and Jimmy Kimmel. Well, we know that Stephen Colbert's show is about to go away in about 10 days, I think. So he wanted to get the whole gang together, which is mostly easy, except for Kimmel's got to fly out from LA, but everybody else is in New York, so it was pretty easy. And I tell you, it could not have been more electric in that studio yesterday. Let's kind of dive right in and show what it was like with these luminaries of comedy assembled together.
Five of us being here right now, obviously it's dangerous because we represent so much of late. Jon Stewart is designated survivor tonight. Someone has to.
I just wanted to pause it so that I could get your chuckles in there.
Yeah. So you got Kimmel.
Yep.
Seth Meyers.
Yep.
John Oliver.
Yep.
I want to make sure I can name, even though you already said it, and Fallon, and that's it, and Colbert. Okay,
yeah, it's Colbert.
I like the idea of them all together for kind of like a little union. I mean, this better be good. This better be good.
Well, you like the idea because 1, you don't remember the podcast, and 2, you weren't up until 3:30 in the morning pulling clips from this.
Right. Has to survive for the president to be mad at. Yeah. and do our eulogies. Wouldn't that be great if John had to do all of our eulogies?
I hope I don't get stuck in last place on that one, too.
And Kimmel was good, too.
Yeah.
Kimmel was good, too.
Looks like they're having a lot of fun, doesn't it?
It's fun inside the room, but it blows. I can already tell it's going to suck cock.
What would I prepare a long segment with like 12 clips at the beginning of the show that's going to suck cock? Would I do that? Have I ever done that before?
Yeah. These guys are they're making each other laugh. It's inside jokes. That's what's going to happen here. I can feel it. I can just feel it after 15 seconds of that shit.
Before Kimmel.
Yeah. Please just don't do my eulogy in England. They'll be burying me in an unmarked grave.
Yeah, because they don't know who he is. And Jen, I think on their own, some of these guys can make me laugh. Yes, even Kimmel. Kimmel actually has a decent line actually a really good line during this, which you will see. But assembled together, trying to crack each other up. No, sorry, Jimmy hasn't made me laugh in the 21st century. You know, in the 20th century, I could laugh at Jimmy Fallon, but
I would think that off the jump, Kimmel, Myers, and Oliver can make me laugh.
Yeah,
Colbert, I've never gotten it at all. I think that he was immensely overrated. Well, and actually late, he wasn't any rated because nobody watched the fucking show.
Yeah, no, he worked as the character he did on Comedy Central, which was a parody of Bill O'Reilly. And then when he went and did this, it didn't work as well. And I will tell you, I did not chuckle even once from all. This is the extended cut of this segment. It's 36 minutes. So on the show, it was like 20. No, I got through all the good stuff, but that's probably better for our show. So they had a sound effect that they would use on the podcast. Again, everybody remembers because this podcast really took the world by storm. And they give Seth Meyers an iPad so that he can use the sound effect. Yes, I'm over explaining it. Chad's missing upper lip, but nobody remembers this goddamn show.
Right here.
I had no idea.
Okay, this is a reunion for Strike Force 5.
Yeah. Okay, so on the podcast, they would hit kind of the storm, the thunder, the little crackle every time they said it because it made it seem like it was cool.
Yeah,
the timing is all fucked up.
Thank you.
Because
you notice he had to push it twice. Did you notice?
Soundboards with touchpads always suck, and he's kind of like has to find it and fumble, and then the timing is off, and you're watching. Okay, so we know he's up to something. If you were doing it in podcast form, you don't know it's coming because it's just an audio medium. So
by the way,
this whole thing is shot in the ass.
Yeah, easy. They don't do this live. They do what they call live to tape. They could go in and fix that. They could make it so that when he pushes it, but no, they couldn't be bothered. I mean, the show's on the way out.
Right.
Why bother?
They could have put in a clip of a shot of the 4 and not Colbert and made it. Yeah. You wouldn't have known it was coming, but
we never would have known. But no, it's part of the charm. I bet someone thinks.
I'm going to hand this
All right.
I'm handing this over to Seth for him to decide when we will do Strike Force 5
and
strikes.
does this, if I unplug it, is it off?
It won't work. It will not work if you do that.
No, Seth, it's still on.
Seth doesn't love the thunder sound effect.
I
don't like the thunder. Yeah, I don't like it.
So
every time we say Strike Force 5, I will not press it. That's
okay. So I like that, Seth Meyers is here doing the contrarian thing. Charles Grodin kind of built a talk show persona that was, oh, you all want to have fun. I am not here to have fun. I appreciate that from a legacy standpoint, but let's see how it goes.
Try to hear it. Just the sound. The sound effect is inside you all the time.
Seth, look at how many people are in that band.
That Kimmel, he's a rascal.
Why did he do that? They didn't say it.
No, I know they didn't. He just wanted to hit the sound effect.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
So you're realizing the efficacy of the bit is non-existent. There's actually no legitimacy to any of this.
I wish that soundboard that they have the key on, it's surrounded by like other sound effects, and I hope that like one of them is guy with Tourette's yelling the N-word at the BAFTA, so that he accidentally hits that one or something like that at some point.
Well, you might have a sense for something that's coming, although not as interesting as what you said.
A trick you. Oh.
So he's going to have a good line here, and I'm going to give Kimmel credit. This is not even the really funny one.
I really think I figured out why you lost $40 million, Stephen. There's too many people in the band.
And the reason why I like it, Colbert does not think it's funny.
No, it's not.
It's the only reason I think that that's a good line. You can see he's like, it's a little close to home, Jimmy. I thought you were my friend.
A little.
Okay. For the people who don't know.
So you see, then Seth found that there's a different sound
that's
effect.
funny. That one was funny because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming. All right, I can get behind that.
You get behind that.
What it means.
The sound effect?
The
sound effects. Sound effects?
And there's your problem. You thought this was a one-off joke. This is like giving a child a tambourine.
Yeah,
Cannot
I can't
be
believe
trusted
you
with
gave
that.
it didn't just come preloaded with I have other stuff.
Listen,
Okay,
there are already 3 trombone players over there. You don't need to pay them.
Because remember just a minute ago when he said there's too many people in the band? So
of course
you don't need the trombone. Yeah.
No. But
okay.
I like the idea that he is in charge of that, and that actually seems like an organic bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how great it's going to be in the long run.
I think on the podcast he was in charge. He was the only one who could do it.
Who could hit sound
because
effects.
Kimmel would do it too often.
Okay.
I think I only listened to 2, maybe 3 episodes. They did like 12 of them. I had to bail on it. I couldn't, even for content, I couldn't stick with that show.
Couldn't do it.
But
Too
all
much
right,
homework.
There's a lot of homework. So Colbert figures that Kimmel's the one to explain what the podcast was because, we're at least 10 minutes in now. And not everybody knows what this was, especially people who watched linear broadcast television didn't know that these guys all had a podcast or what a podcast is. So let's see how Kimmel does explaining it.
Kimmel, can you please explain to the people who don't know what Strike Force 5 was, and how it got together?
Strike Force 5 is...
Hey! Yeah! Woo!
Fucking nailed it. Fucking home run, Myers. Home run.
Good luck. It is and always will be a group of 5 individuals who went on strike along with their writers, who were paying their writers, and who really wanted to stop paying their staff.
What was that? Easy.
Virtue signaling. Let's do it.
Yeah. By the way, some of these clips are really short, and then I just have the next part because there were so many pop-up ads for the Christopher Nolan movie, The Odyssey. I had to trim these pretty tightly, and I think that's probably better for our
probably
show.
a good movie if Christopher Nolan made it. But hopefully, as long as it's not too crazy like Tenet, I still can't. I'm not over it.
I still don't understand what that was, but there's some questionable casting choices in The Odyssey, which we'll talk about another time.
Yeah. And so they did a podcast that paid a tiny little portion of that, and we did 12 episodes.
Here we are.
It was very successful. People seem to really love it.
Yeah.
We sold T-shirts.
So Look at that handsome group of fellas there, and he mentioned that they sold T-shirts. Can you imagine showing up at something with a green Strike Force 5 logo on it?
Yeah, I can imagine that. I like that they all look on that show as shitty or shittier than we do.
Yes, that's true. I mean, I have a ring light right here. I don't think any of them have a ring light.
I don't see anybody with dogs. You know?
You know what? You're right. But let's see what they think of the way they look.
What I like about this photo is that it was in the summertime when we started, and we're all, if you put this back up there, is that Jimmy and me and Seth have got tans, and Oliver somehow got paler.
Yeah. That's right. I reject the concept of summer.
Yes.
I think it's a state of mind.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to say
I love
something?
that you went to a room to match your skin color.
Yes,
too.
yes.
We all do.
The takeaway from this, by the way, is and it was from the podcast as well, is just how much Jimmy Fallon sucks. He's so bad.
That's the first time he's spoken at any of these.
Well, I may have not selected anything because, but don't worry. He actually remembers that they were very helpful to him when it came to learning how to podcast from your home.
Really helped me out with that because I had no idea how to record or do a podcast.
Or do anything, really.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
So, that's probably one of those ones that they have like the other four are on another chat where they just shit talk Fallon about how stupid he is and, how allegedly he's a drunk. I've never seen proof of it, but allegedly.
Right.
And
they accidentally send him a message.
Yeah.
How much he sucks dick. And, oh, wait, no, that was an accident.
That wasn't for you. Yeah.
Really, Kimmel sent us all like kits, like with audio mics and boards and stuff like that.
Yes.
Put together.
And I had this giant board with all these buttons that I didn't need. And I remember asking you for...
No, you did need those buttons. That was the problem, Jimmy. There were some really important buttons on there. It was like connecting to a microphone. Sometimes buttons are important.
Record.
So
this is like a G-rated roast. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
It's very G-rated. And I think that they do legitimately like Jimmy. He's probably a nice guy to other talk show hosts. But they're also painfully aware of how inept he is at so many things.
Bird was a big one.
You can't put that in front of me. I'm like, come on. Yeah, I had to press all of them.
You did have a little trouble putting it together.
Well, I remember trying to ask you guys for advice, but because mine kept coming out as a chipmunk voice. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and a monster.
And a monster. And I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was going like,
Guys, I really need help. What do I do? Do I unplug? Do I restart? What do I do?
and I'm trying to really ask for help, but as a chipmunk, and I'm like, this is getting worse. And I'm like, oh, this is better now. This is better. And I go,
None of this
is
happened.
a disaster.
None of this happened.
You don't think that any of this happened?
No, he just wanted to do silly voice.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that he can do.
That is what he can do. Well, listen, we all know that they're here because Colbert's show's ending, so he has an important question for the other four of them. I'm sorry, what does please stop.
Right.
I want Bears.
Please stop. I want Bears. I told about 5 minutes ago, he goes, I got to shut it off. I'll be back. How long? I said, probably about 10 minutes. So, but he's trying to buy his way out of it.
$2 isn't going to buy your way out of it.
Yeah.
And listen,
it would take $50.
If we get $50, I'll stop and show a Bear clip. But then I'm going to go back to this. Okay. So I didn't stay up until 3:30.
Yeah. He worked
these
very
clips
late.
to not show them.
God damn it.
All right. So Colbert has a question for the other four of them.
My show goes off the air on the 21st of May. Thank you. Now that happens, what is my status? Do I become emeritus? And more importantly, do I lose my insurance? Because I have my insurance through Strike Force 5.
Yeah. That's heartbreaking because you're just hard out. You're just out.
I'm just out.
Yeah, Strike Force 4, and it breaks our heart. It's like, but it's like gerrymandering. Like nobody likes it, but like once
it's
the
looking
courts
weirder
rule,
by the day.
That's what it is.
That's what I thought because I hadn't watched it. I haven't watched the show in a while. Like I checked it out when he started because I wanted to see what it was like. I know he does like a weekend update thing. I see clips sometimes, but I hadn't really seen his face close up. I think that you probably are encouraged to get some work done so that you look younger, but then it just makes you look weird.
Yeah,
if I had to
guess.
guess.
Look like a Gru from the fucking Minions movie.
Well, that nose does go a long way. Yes.
And by the way, they're only being nice to Colbert. First of all, the idea of them all being nice to each other like this, these guys, if they were in real competition, they wouldn't be doing this. You're supposed to fucking hate these fucking people.
That's
You're
the way it used to
competing.
go.
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall was on the cover of Entertainment Weekly, and he said, "I'm going to kick Jay Leno's ass," and that's what I want.
Yeah, this
I
is
want
terrible.
people who, well, it's not great. I was excited / horrified when I saw that this happened last night, but they're going to explain a little bit more about the future of Strike Force 5.
Has the court ruled on Strike Force 5 yet?
Don't worry. Give me a few months. It'll be Strike Force 3.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's not a great joke, but
that.
he does seem to be the one. Him and Oliver seem to be able to think on their feet and at least come up with stuff, whether it's funny or not. They're
Yeah.
like, a lot, like everything Kimmel says. Everything Fallon says was prepared by somebody on his staff, probably. Like, okay, do the monster voice. Go ahead and read that one.
I don't get this. Chad's missing upper lip, right? In fairness, Arsenio was black, always jumping to violence.
I don't understand
Arsenio?
that at all.
I don't think so.
One of the stars of the beloved film Coming to America, Chad's missing upper lip. Sometimes you're out of line.
These are the good ones. You don't want it. What you don't want to be is in Strike Force 2, just looking at someone going, "Is it you or is it me?"
Yeah, who knows?
I see. They're like whittling the number down.
Yeah,
it was 5. Now they're all the way down to 2.
Yeah, that's what it'll get to.
You're getting fired.
Yeah. All right. So some of this is just showing how bad they are at comedy, off the cuff, how they're actually a really bad mesh together. Jimmy Kimmel says something so wild here and so crazy, and this is not the funny line that I'm referencing. This is just bonkers that he believes this.
The figures, and the fact of the matter is more people are watching late night television now than, and I know everybody gets crazy, than when Johnny Carson, well now, obviously Johnny Carson had a lot of people watching one show, but we have a lot of shows.
So I think that's Colbert chimes in. Okay, so yeah, Carson had 16 million people watching a show, and you're about to argue. He's like trying to help him a little bit. He's like, you're about to argue more people watch late night now.
So like 30,000 people watching each one, right?
Okay, so there's 5 hosts here. If 30,000 people are watching them, let me see. Does 30,000 times 5 equal 16 million? Hold on a minute. Let me carry the 2. Let me let's go back to Kimmel.
And it adds up. And people watch us on YouTube now, and people have a lot of different options, and yet they keep coming to us. And I will tell you, when I got knocked off the air for a few days, people. Thank you.
How'd you feel about that sound effect?
Not as good.
Yeah, because he did it already.
Not as good. Not as good.
Going
Before
back
he
to-
continues, first of all, when he said there's 30,000 watching each of us, is that true?
That sounds low, and I know our buddy E-Rock spends a lot of time on this stuff, and so he might have a better idea of the actual numbers. I would have thought that if you told me it's 300,000, I'd be like, sure, less
I'd
than
say
half
that's
a million.
low.
Yeah,
I would say 1 million and under is low.
Yeah, but
is
I
what-
mean, I guess maybe that's what Kimmel gets, and that's why he's kind of putting that on the rest of them. Colbert's the one getting canceled,
And what is the official reason for his cancellation? It's cost?
It's very expensive, but also I think that there's a new regime that wanted to be less political because they're not they're not replacing him with Greg Gutfeld. They're replacing him with Byron Allen, who one is paying them, and also he just does a show about comedy and comics talk about jokes. It's not a political show. Colbert's show, we show him plenty of clips. It's very political and not so funny. I think we might have had a laugh or two with Kimmel, but not so much with Colbert.
People
Press the hi-hat.
People canceled Disney Plus. Why?
By the way, I never for a second thought about canceling Disney Plus. I don't know anybody who canceled Disney Plus. I know Howard Stern said he was going to cancel Disney Plus. He couldn't figure out how to do it. And then 3 days later, Kimmel was back on. So not even like his best friend, Howard Stern, actually canceled Disney Plus. But he's going to make a point here, though. That's a rallying cry for everybody out there who wants Colbert to be on the air.
Why aren't you people canceling Paramount Plus? Because you didn't have it in the first place?
Well, Jimmy, Jimmy, until the deal goes through, if I
Steven
could
was
just
hitting the
do a
desk
counter there, Paramount Plus might have some good programming, unless it's not going through, in which case it can go itself now and forever.
Let's like tap the brake.
For sure. Let's reasonable people can disagree on the utility of Paramount Plus, right, Stephen?
100%.
Yeah. So you get it, right? They're all like, "Hey, we might need jobs on there." So
yeah, this sounds like now it's getting to the inside baseball thing, and no one's really enjoying it.
That's why I'm pitching it to you, because no pun intended when you said baseball. I'm sorry, Chad's missing upper lip. All right, but Jimmy Fallon has a very different look on late night, and I just want to let you inside the way the wheels turn in his head.
I think late night is one of those things that's been around our whole lives. Where it's part of our lives. I never thought it was a job when I was growing up. I just thought Johnny Carson came with the television set. I didn't know, but you watch.
You notice how like everybody just laughs extra hard when Jimmy says something that's obviously a joke, because they feel bad for it. It's like when you laugh at stuff I say.
Yeah, they're trained. They're so trained for that, and it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not fun.
People want to go to sleep having a good laugh and go to bed happy and go.
But not before Seth.
Not before Seth. No, they stay up.
Go right to sleep.
That is Jesus.
They wake back up for Seth.
That's been the whole
then they go to sleep.
problem with the way you end your show. Anyway, that's the Tonight Show.
Like when you're like,
go to sleep right now.
Go to bed.
Yes, sorry about that.
Also, if you've got a disease, Seth's on.
So they're all tripping over each other to try and get jokes in, but none of them are saying anything funny. I mean, I guess it's a little bit funny. Like, "Hey, I'm on after you. Don't tell people to go to bed." It's not funny, but it's like, okay, yeah, there's a point to that. But
it kills amongst them. It kills for the audience. It's a home field advantage. It doesn't matter what these dopes are going to say. The audience is going to laugh. I almost wish that, like, whenever I do a show, because sometimes I'll do a Zoom show with myself and another guy, and I have actual audience members, like I can see their faces.
Okay.
Okay, so it's me, my guy Ben, and probably 15, 20 people. And there's nothing more humbling to when you say something that you think is funny and you think that the goddamn screen is stuck, because there is nothing. When you throw something out there that just bombs like that, and most people consume material like that, they might think it's funny, but a lot of times they're not going to go, yeah. And I almost wish that when these assholes are doing their shows, they can have people in a room who aren't part of the studio audience. It's almost like an audio video test, or a perceptual, to see how they are actually doing among people that aren't in that room.
Well, I think actually Hamilton Burger is making the point that I was literally about to make. The laughter sign guy is working his butt off. That's true. There's a sign that says applause, and they flash it. I mean, I haven't been in that studio since it was Letterman's studio, but I've been in a number of these studios. Yeah, that's a flex. I've gotten free tickets to TV shows when I lived in New York. And yeah, they do pump on the applause lights. And sometimes they just do it really quick and kind of subliminally do it. But they don't actually have one that says laugh, at least not in a studio that
I know, but my point is these folks are going to laugh because they're fans.
Yeah.
But if you just get average Joes watching it, which is most of America, I mean,
I don't want to call him out, but someone I like very much. You've never been on a show with him, but somebody I do shows with on other channels was really excited that these five were getting together again today, because he loves late night. No, it's not Liam. That's a good guess, but it's a friend of mine who probably wouldn't have a problem with me saying his name, but just in case. And I wouldn't want to be identified as someone who enjoys watching the five of them together. Now, we've been doing this for about half an hour, and I did promise you that Kimmel had like a legitimate moment. No one sees it coming. And this, to me, almost made up for staying up till 3:30 in the morning watching 36 minutes of this video. Yes, I'm complaining. I saw that trailer for The Odyssey like 6 times. But anyway.
Started before I did. Like each one of you, your shows you're doing, each started before this show.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be here after I'm here. I'm like you're like the candy shell. I'm the nougat filling that came in, and then somebody came along and just sucked it out.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being.
It's like when your young wife dies. Yeah.
Just because it's completely unexpected, it makes them all uncomfortable. The audience is like, it's like when your young wife dies. And I think they all have to think, has anybody in this room had a young wife die?
Right. There was
Oswald did,
palpable
but I don't know who
silence
else
after
did.
it. People
Yeah.
were like, wait a minute, what does that even mean?
But they can't just let it lie. And that is the problem, especially Colbert, whose show this is.
That is. What is wrong with him?
That's why he's
on the
sitting
desk.
there. He can't sit
Coming
here.
over.
I'm sorry. It's when what?
Yeah. How do you feel about that? He climbs up on the desk. He's laughing so hard. He grabs the microphone like he's bringing it closer. The microphone on his lapel. And he says, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yep.
Jimmy Fallon? I'm sorry. Kimmel? They're the same guy. No, actually, I can't even.
Yeah, you're right. Just let people
Just
laugh.
let it be there. Yeah.
What is it like?
I think my young wife is in the back.
Can you say it again? I think this one is rim shot right into sad trombone.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Ready?
It's like when your young wife dies.
Not funny.
So they did
That-
double
oh.
sound effects. Did that make it twice as funny? Or
No,
they're way off.
It's very bad. Very, very bad. You don't announce, you don't talk about your drops. They just hit. And stop fucking talking about your drops. It's like another voice. So it's always supposed to be just another voice that you don't talk to.
Right, exactly.
I wish I could hear any of it.
I can't hear. Yeah. That is.
No, but my wife knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, all right.
That is.
It's sad, is what I'm saying. It's such a tragedy.
Anyway, so again, like you can't even have like a good, like memorable line. I bet, this is the 36-minute version. There's no way that's in the episode that aired on CBS last night. This is like only on the internet. There's no way that they were comfortable with that.
No,
it was too edgy, and people might actually think that doing the show is a good idea and want to keep it going somewhere else. All right.
One thing I want to go back to when Kimmel was busy making excuses why the numbers of their shows are so weak, and then he's coming up with fairy tales about how it's actually the same because of this, that, and the other. And if you combine it, I mean, basically trying to look at this through rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
It's such bullshit. I mean, it's painful because radio does this just like he was doing. Every time you look at any radio trade industry publication, they're talking about how radio is it's so great right now. It's higher than ever. And I don't know why. It seems like they're just doing this to try to fool people because it's not true. Anybody that is 40 and under doesn't really listen to the radio anymore.
No,
or watch TV.
Radio, like broadcast television, has an advantage over so many other ways we consume content. It is 100% free. You just turn on your radio, or maybe you got to straighten out the rabbit ears. You can watch Stephen Colbert. You can listen to your local iHeart radio station, but people don't want to because they suck.
Because it
and
sucks.
They're not entertaining. And they would rather become a member to who are these podcasts? You can become a member for $5. Tell us more.
It's a great opportunity to sell it. God damn it.
Yeah, you should become members of great shows like Who Are These Podcasts. Doesn't matter about any other ones. This is really the show you should become a member of because of those great bonus episodes. And, if anybody gifts memberships during our show, we actually get a share of that. So if you're considering gifting a membership when Carl's on with Adam Bush and producer Chris tomorrow, just go ahead and do it today. So me and EZ can start peeling some money off of that.
Sure. Hey, speaking of which, this has just popped into my mind. You mentioned Carl. Is that video of Anthony breaking the guy's glasses? Is that new?
That's from Rodney's, and that's the police. I don't know if there's like a new angle or
that happened a while ago, didn't it?
Yeah. That was when Stuttering John went on stage at Rodney's and he read Kumia's police report.
Okay.
So Easy, I'm going to let you be the advocate for the audience. The main part of the show was done at this point. They did play a game, but do you want to cut and run before they play a game? I can't promise that I wouldn't show the game next week. But if you feel like we've done enough.
You're asking me before our allotted time if I want. No, I'm here for the long haul, my friend.
All right. So we they give out these little paddles and they have pictures of each of them, and their wives picked the most embarrassing pictures for each of them, and they're going to hold it up as they answer a bunch of questions. I've whittled it down to 2. This first one is what could be a viral clip if anybody cared about this show.
Out with a guest on camera.
Oh.
Okay. So Colbert holds up a picture of himself. You see that's a bad picture of him, but he actually looks better there, I would say. Okay. And Kimmel holds up a picture of himself. Seth has a picture of himself. And Oliver's thinking, and I think he holds up all 3 of them. Yeah.
How many of you have made out with a guest on camera?
Why would you look at me like that?
Because I think you've made out with guests on camera.
No, I think you just wanted to make out with me.
So that's the difference between 2026 and 1990. In 1990, he would have gone in and, not actually put his lips on Fallon. And I think he's not thinking about, are there any real
really gone after it, grinded on his
tongue,
give him a lap dance.
Yeah, right, exactly. But look how fun it all is for everybody in the room.
Did not see it going up.
Huh? Was that fun? 2 dudes kissed on TV. Isn't that what we want more of?
Oh, my God.
All right. I will put everyone out of
When is the game?
That's the game. You hold up, you ask questions to everybody, and you hold up a picture of the person you think the answer is.
Okay. And they did that for how long?
It's like 4 minutes. I have the last one, and then we're going to move on. And if we don't get any more super chats, I'm not moving on to Bears. I'm going to go to national news if nobody gives me any money. Yeah, that's right. I'm taking a page out of the book of Steel Toe. I will not give you what you want unless you give us money.
What a fucking
I'm going to hold those poor Bears hostage. All right. They ask a very obvious question that even you, Eric Zane, and everybody who watches this show with some regularity, they're going to know the answer to this one.
Who is most likely to cry?
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Where is he?
Are you trying to make me cry?
I'm just going to do it for
So, because we've seen him cry on TV so many times, you remember?
The next question should be, who's most likely to come on TV?
Oh.
And I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because, we've definitely seen him crying. I mean, so many times,
Oh my God. You remember when he cried, when Charlie Kirk got shot and it was so hollow. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Do it on cue. I think that when Charlie Kirk got shot and him crying, I don't think he meant that.
I'm not sure it's this one, but I just looked for it for a split second. Let's see.
People of Minneapolis, the Preddy family and the Good family, and these people who were looking out for their neighbors. We want you to know that we are with you and you are not alone.
That was the shooting in Minnesota, so that was not Charlie Kirk, but it's the same thing. He's getting choked up. So, yeah. All right. Listen, you guys make the show. We do this like Chad Zumach does. We're going to put a poll up. We're going to find out, do you want me to go to national news or do you want Bears? And nobody gave me money. Sorry, nobody gave us money.
We got to vote. One person said Bears.
Did they vote with money?
John. No, he just said Bears.
WATV, who are these national news? Who are these national newscasters?
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you and your poor chats. All right. I'm asking for money and you insulted me and the great Eric Zane by not giving us any money. And I'm going to make it hurt because this is a national news clip featuring CBS Evening News anchor Tony DeCopel.
Oh.
Living one of the most exceptional lives on the planet, he now serves 1 billion Catholics as leader of the church and the entire world as a messenger of peace. And yet, not even he can avoid frustrating dealings with customer service.
Okay. That's the setup. I'm going to give you a choice again, Easy. Should we just cut and run, or do you want it to hurt a little more and actually see how he tries to deliver on this premise?
I do not want to cut and run. I'm here.
Okay.
In a story told recently by Father Tom McCarthy, an old friend of the Pope's from Illinois, the Pope had to call his bank to update the address and phone number on file. But the bank said they were unable to do it over the phone. And I'll let Father McCarthy take it from here.
She asks all the security questions. And then they say, oh, I'm sorry, sir. It says here you have to come in person. And he said, well, that's not going to, I'm not going to be able to do that. Would it matter to you if I told you I'm Pope Leo?
She hung up.
She hung up on him.
It's a great story.
Probably never happened. Come on.
Do you think we're done with this story?
Only if you say so, Chris. Nope. I can't.
The Pope did eventually get a message to the bank president, we're told, and the file was updated. But think of the real miracle here. The next time you're on with customer service and getting absolutely nowhere, you're not alone. The Pope is there with you.
The Pope is there with you.
It reminds me of Brokaw so much. But shitty.
I mean, at least Brokaw had like a speech impediment. I mean, at least the Pope is there with you.
Who's the guy that lied again? What's his name?
Brian Williams.
That's the guy.
He's very much Brian Williams, yes. But as far as we know, he hasn't lied yet. I've got the tab open. I see that the super chats aren't coming. So I will take a look at another segment that Tony DeCopel did, but you might actually like who he's talking about because I know you love the clip. It's from like 20 years ago now, but the guy who was heading to the BBC for a job interview, and he had a similar name to someone who was supposed to be on air. And I feel like we've talked about this on the show. So the guy goes on the air, but he's too polite to say, I'm not the guy. So let's see how DeCopel puts a spin on that.
Good stuff tonight. A legendary TV screw-up that somehow turned into a moment of pure grace. 20 years ago, Guy Goma walked into the BBC to interview for an IT job.
By the way, you'll see that Guy Goma here is holding a copy of his book. I have this segment in its entirety. Remember that this gentleman has a book that he's promoting.
But was mistaken for someone else and rushed onto live global television. Just look at his face as he realizes what happened.
Well, Guy Cuny is the editor of the technology website News Wireless.
I love that look on his face. He's like, ugh, and he literally bites his tongue.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Were you surprised by this verdict today?
I'm very surprised to see this verdict to come on me.
What's amazing here and what turned Guy into one of the internet's first accidental celebrities is how he handled himself.
People want to go onto the website and download music.
Exactly. You can go everywhere.
I mean, look, his answers
he handled it horribly. He can't even speak.
Yeah, what I was going to say is he had like some producers like, who booked this guy? He sounds like this. His answers are nothing. But at the same time, you watch enough cable news, whether it's the BBC or anything here or Zane's favorite, Al Jazeera, you'll notice that they all kind of say nothing. They're just on like, well, do you agree with this point that I made? And you either say, yes, I agree with it, or no, I have a slightly different thought. Okay, great. Let's go to commercial.
It was grace, yes, but also a kind of gallantry. Goma tells us he didn't want to draw attention to the error because he was trying to spare the feelings of those who'd made it.
That's the sweet part of this story. You guys horrible on television. I'm not talking about Tony DeCopel. I'm talking about the guy.
Yeah, the last time we saw him, he was chopping people's arms off at the beginning of Blood Diamond.
Yes, it's been a long road for him.
He didn't want them to be embarrassed.
Okay, so again, this is the same network we just watched for the last, really the whole hour has been CBS, and they talked to him. And this is going out over the CBS Evening News, one of the marquee names in news. And look and listen to how the interview is conducted.
What do you think the lesson is in all this?
Be calm and try to solve the issue.
It doesn't matter so much what he's saying. Whose mic is better, you see? The The anchor of the CBS Evening News, or guy who went into the BBC to get a job and accidentally ended up on television?
Wow, they're both pretty terrible.
But this one's a little better.
Yeah.
And move on.
That's, I don't know how long he talked to him for, but they show those 10 seconds. And I first saw this because I follow the CBS Evening News on Instagram, jealous. And the comment from Guy is, "Thank you for having me on. I wish we would have talked about my book." So the book that he was holding earlier.
Be calm, try to solve the issue and move on. Guy Goma was mistaken as an expert in one subject, but he turns out to be a natural-born PhD when it comes to another, the subject of life.
He says these things.
Yeah, these corny one-liners at the end.
I think he writes them himself because he's so proud of them. You wouldn't read that if someone else wrote it. You know, you think your shit literally doesn't stink. So you're like, the matter of life. And then he does this.
That's another day in America. I'm Tony DeCopel. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Most likely not. Probably no one came back tomorrow after that.
And now he's randomly shuffling papers.
Yep.
That's what they do.
Look, he's got that look of self-satisfaction. He's so proud of himself.
Yeah, they're trying to recapture old school newsman type of spectacle mentality where there's a lot of integrity, but nobody cares about that shit now. By the way, this line was not lost on me regarding the black dude. Look at me. I am the one being interviewed now.
Thank you, the one pun. That is great.
Which I'm pretty sure that's Captain Phillips, right?
I am the captain now. Yes, exactly. Look at me. I am the one being interviewed now. Thank you, the one pun. The only thing that would have made that comment better, $2.
Yeah.
You know what would have made even better than that? $50.
Cheap fucking cunts. $2 Now
we have a total of $4 today.
Okay.
$2 and $2 Canadian. So we have like $3.35.
At least for the sake of Bladt, whose family was torn apart by the goddamn strike.
It's true.
The motherfucker is so broke. It's unbelievable. He spends probably 10 and a half hours, 11 hours a week getting this fucking shit ready. I don't. I spend 90 minutes a week, the time it takes to do this show.
Yeah.
You miserable fucking cheap whores. Pay this man, God damn it. Jesus.
So in a moment, I'm going to move on from the national news segment, and you, the audience, can decide. We move over to Bears, or do we head over to politics? Again, you make the call. This is a really quick snippet, and it doesn't make me hate Tony DeCopel more. It makes me hate myself for having something in common with him.
Colorado is getting hit with an unusually heavy amount of snow for this time of year, and tonight's baseball game between the Rockies and my New York Mets is postponed, likely delaying another Mets loss.
Such is life.
So he's a Mets fan and a self-deprecating Mets fan, and I still hate him. I have something in common with him. Like I said, I'm mad. I shouldn't have anything in common with this fuck.
Why didn't he finish with one of his pointless forward platitudes?
They went into, they had like a news package right after that, so that was just that in there. I don't know what that means, but you can go ahead and read it.
Black's family survived Tiananmen Square, says Chad's missing upper lip.
I have been to Tiananmen Square with my wife, her sister, and her parents. We have all been to Tiananmen Square.
Oh yeah, you gotta stay in line. They'll run over you with a fucking tank.
If you want an interesting tour, take a tour around Beijing and just take notes on what they say. It is they're not lying to you, but they're withholding most of the information about things. I had a woman swearing to me that out my window was not 3 nuclear reactors. She said, no, that's just electric. I'm like, no, I know. I mean, it's, they're like the barrel shape. I'm like, no, that's a, she's like, no, it's not. It's electric. And because if they don't toe the company line, the party line, they get hauled away in a van down by the river. All right, listen, I'm on my soapbox. I'm talking politics. We might as well do it.
Who are these politics? Who are these politics?
Listen, I love the bear segment as much as anybody, maybe even more than most of you. So it's fine. I've watched the bear clips already. Zane hasn't seen them.
No,
I can watch them on my phone after the show. I don't need to watch the bear segment today.
This is my week. This is my time of the week when I get caught up on things going on in pop culture. I get it from fucking Christian, and you cocksuckers are wrecking all of that.
So this will be a quick hit. I've got 3 clips, all with Marco Rubio. Now, Marco Rubio was a senator from Florida. We know that. And he's the Secretary of State, maybe? I don't know. That's there's Pete Hegseth. You know, he's one of those, though. You know, not Secretary of Defense, because that's Secretary of War now. So I think he's Secretary of State. And there's a lot of people talking about, J.D. Vance isn't going to cut it in 2028. We should look at Rubio. So let's see how he handles what they call a media gaggle.
Kara Castanova from Lindell TV. Thank you for taking my question today.
Okay, so what you'll notice, the vaguely ethnic woman in the pink suit, she says that she's with Lindell TV, and I want you to listen to the room's reaction.
Thank you for taking my question today. How does this State Department?
What happened? Why is everybody giggling? What happened? I'm sorry. Are they mean?
No, they're not mean.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they are. I hope not. But I'm Kara from Lindell.
Yes.
So Mike Lindell has a TV network?
Yes, he does. Mike Lindell has Lindell TV, and they're all laughing because, you work for Lindell TV.
Oh, no.
I hope that they pay you in cash after each question, because I wouldn't wait for the paycheck to clear payroll at the end of the week is what I think they're saying. All right. So he doesn't quite get it. He doesn't know what Lindell TV is. That's all right. That makes him more of an everyman. He has that in common. Now he's trying to go to someone else.
Right, you in the black. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Where you? No, right there. You both are wearing black.
Thank you.
She's closer. No, you don't have black. You have blue on. I'm colorblind, but I know blue and black.
Thank you so much.
Right there. Yes, ma'am. No, you. The first one I called on.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you. This is chaos, guys. Go ahead.
You know how everyone else handles that? The first one talking, you just let them talk.
Right.
Yeah. You don't be like, no, not you. I don't know. I mean, this White House is different. I don't know. Maybe there's people you're not supposed to call on, but he's having so much trouble. And then
he is. Trump just lets them all talk, and then he hears something and goes, you, and then calls them names.
Yes, right. Exactly. And we don't even have time for any of that today. All right. So here's our last Rubio. Somebody asks a really important question.
I want to know, what is your DJ name?
My DJ name?
Your DJ name.
You're not ready for my DJ name.
Someone should punch somebody in the face when they actually ask a pointless time waster question.
What is your DJ name?
What is your DJ name? Just right in the twat. Just punch her right in the twat.
Well, I don't know. What did you think of his response? You're not ready for my DJ name.
Oh, God, this is stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. Politics is stupid. What's not stupid? Local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
I like Hamilton wrote, with no money attached to it, DJ Gay Cubano, GHEYKUBANO.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much. And yes, look, I'm like Captain America. I can do this all day. I don't ever have to show a Bears clip.
No more Bears. Bears are done.
Not until there's money.
Yeah.
So it was Mother's Day. Remember that? And Fox 5 New York's Liv Johnson forecasts with her mom. And I'll let everybody else decide why I'm showing this.
This is the afternoon forecast. Hey, Mom, how's it feel? A little backwards, huh?
Strange.
All right, so we do have a slight chance of, what is this, Mom?
That's Connecticut.
Do you have any thoughts as to why I might be sharing this right now?
Well, they're both cute.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And it's probably because I'm 50 now, but I'm focused in on the mom's rap.
Yeah, I am too. I like old women. I'm with you. I am
with
you.
If Liv, was a little bustier, maybe I would look twice at her. But,
I can't do that because my children, like my daughters, are the same age as that chick there.
That's fair. Yeah.
So that's so evil to me.
Yeah.
So lately, all my porno is like 60 and up.
Have you been checking out a lot of Blue Iris?
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah. I have become. I'm old. I mean, it's bad. All I do is look at just old people porno.
Well, another Fox 5 in DC got a message from a concerned viewer.
Interesting call overnight. Take a listen.
My name is Concerned Viewer. It's Maria and Angie. Are they lovers? They do some weird stuff on TV.
Okay, now I've never seen these two before, but if this guy's asking this question, I'm very interested in the answer.
And I'm just wondering, are they married? And they still act like they are so intimate with each other.
Well, they have questions, Angela.
So she's right behind her, has her arms around her waist. I'd never seen these two before. I have to now like have alerts for videos of these two
that's how you move the meter. You do something like this.
Yeah,
a little sideways.
And they need responses. We're not married.
No,
it is legal.
Yeah, I
but
tried.
Then we would be polygamous, and I think that would be illegal.
Left or right? If you got to pick one, I'll take the other one. It's fine.
Right.
All right, that's the one I wanted, but I'll take the
one that
left.
looks older.
Oh yeah, no, mine was a little bit more ethnic based. Sure.
I tried. She doesn't want me. Concerned viewer, you have every reason to be concerned. I will say we are passionately professional. This might be the most committed work relationship you've seen on television, and it is a true friendship. I love you. I like you a lot.
So they're holding hands. They are definitely caressing each other's arms, and ordinarily, I would probably be like, okay, we get the joke, but I enjoy watching these things.
And that might just be suspicious because you don't really see it on TV.
It doesn't really exist anymore.
It doesn't, but some people would say it's the big C, the chemistry. But yeah.
I appreciate that he didn't share his name. He said he was a concerned viewer.
You have nothing to be worried about.
Also, how intimate are we getting here? He said we had intimate relationship on air. I was like, excuse me, sir, what are you watching?
So I've never subscribed to OnlyFans, but if these two would like to do a joint OnlyFans, they can set the price at whatever they feel is fair.
You got to strike while the iron is hot.
I'll explain it to my wife. It'll be a tax write-off.
Yeah.
It'll be for this show. All right. Well, we're talking Fox morning shows. So if we're doing that, we have to visit our friends down in Philly. And they had a special guest in studio.
Oh, no.
Zane, are you familiar with Blippi?
That is a
kids entertainer,
children's character.
Yeah. And the first thing that you'll notice if you have kids that are like around my age, 10 and 8, that this is actually a different Blippi than there was like 5-6 years ago. He's kind of outsourced it and he doesn't want to be Blippi anymore. But they have Blippi in the studio. He's promoting some, I think, autism event through the Philadelphia Eagles. Sure, it's a good cause, but that's going to definitely mean good content. So they've got him at the anchor desk reading the teleprompter. You want to read that one or just leave it on the screen for the visual?
Chad wrote, Zane shows Blippi to the boys he molests.
Yeah,
fuck.
Wait, so what do you show to the girls you molest? Oh, that's all right.
You fuck.
Let's have you try out the... Oh, wait, that's Mike. Okay, Blippi! Oh, no, that's me. Hey, it's me, Blippi! And I'm learning how to read the prompter. It's a screen that shows me the words. I'm supposed to read on TV while I'm sitting at what they call the anchor desk. Oh, with Alex. And also by using this pedal with my new friends, Mike and Alex.
So they explained to him that there's a pedal at your feet, which is how you make the prompter move at your own pace, which honestly, I actually didn't know because
I didn't know that.
Last time I was in a TV studio, they didn't have that technology.
I like how it says laugh. Here, this is where you laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, don't worry, Blippi will.
Well, visiting Fox 29 is so much fun. Laugh.
We're supposed to laugh.
I'm so glad my kids grew out of Blippi.
Oh, that was awesome.
Whoa, that was great.
Wait, can I try forecasting the weather with Kathy next? Can I try?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
So let's do that
Come on over and meet
Yeah,
me.
go on.
Well, let me take a look and see if. Okay, we still don't have any more super chats.
Oh,
So
so nice to meet you, too.
sounds to me like we have to watch Blippi do the weather.
Over here, it looks like there's some weather happening in Ottawa and Toronto and Buffalo. Oh, over here by Boston, that green stuff, probably some more weather. Let's change the map. Zooming in here, you see it's a smaller version of the map, or zoomed in version of the map. In Allentown, maybe there's some clouds.
Maybe.
Definitely something on the 476.
Something's
We'll
happening
click it
in
again. We'll
Milford.
see where we're going. And now we have a school bus. School buses are really great, and I love them because they're yellow.
God.
Whoa!
Okay.
School buses are really great, and I love them because they're yellow. I feel like I've said things like that in the past. He's an Imholt. I mean, he's appealing to Aaron Imholt's children more than I think Aaron does, but sure. God, I hate TV. Thank you, Panasonic Tooth. But look, he's noticed there's somebody over there on the graphic.
Cloudy! Oh, hi! I'm on screen with a Phillies fan.
We call him Bus Stop Buddy.
Bus Stop Buddy?
Yeah.
Hi! Yeah, we're best.
Hamilton Burger for $2. Make it stop, you monster. He's best friends with Bus Stop Buddy. But it's all right. You just
Sorry.
keep the same. I was like, you made me think more super chats had come in. They hadn't. All right. Listen, for $2, I can stop with Blippi. However, I still don't feel like that's enough for Bears. WATP needs to really think about who they let on their platform. I mean, if you need something to put you to sleep, this is the show. But other than that, hey, thank you, Ed Reynolds. So that sounds like a compliment to me. By the way, I like bus stops and I like buses because they're also yellow. So we have another Philadelphia-based local news story. I don't know if you've seen this guy, but this is a crossing guard who is describing a minor car crash. Actually, I think it says on screen, it says violent car crash. All right. So this isn't Bears, but it's not Blippi. Check this guy out.
You saw this.
Yeah.
How did you come to be in that spot?
I'm the crossing guard on 55th and King Session.
So he's enjoying an ice cream cone. I'm mentioning that for our audio audience, which does exist. People don't believe we have audio listeners. I hear from them sometimes. So he's enjoying an ice cream while he tells a very detailed story.
When I tell you, he ran the light, T-boned the lady, I'm bobbing and weaving. I'm just thankful to be alive right now. Thank you, Jesus.
What did it sound like?
Bam! No, not to be funny. I swear, not to be funny.
Do you make a sound like that expecting no one to laugh? When you go, bam!
Yeah,
Like,
the guy who's doing the reporting, he knows what he's doing. He finds whenever there's, especially in this area, you look for black people, all right? Especially a guy with sideways hat, eating an ice cream cone, and say, okay, these are the first people that you want to talk to when it comes to any story like this.
No, this guy who is asking the questions is most likely moonlighting as a casting director for the reboot of Amos and Andy, and he's found his Andy.
It happened that fast, and luckily, I'm alive.
Do you know what time of day
I had to
kids are
pull
playing out there?
They was out there. They were in there. I had to pull a kid out. No.
So he's got more details to the story now.
Yeah.
The guy keeps rolling.
Yeah. He's making all this up. None of this happened.
Well, that's what I needed to ask.
Extraterrestrials, strange phenomena, missing persons, lost continents, myths, and monsters.
We examine these mysteries to determine, are they bullshit or not?
I want to ask you, did he see any of this crash? Was he anywhere near it when it happened?
No, not at all.
I
He
agree
put
with
the head on, and then he knew that the reporter would be looking for funny black guy, and he made all this shit up while he was eating his ice cream because he's seeing dollar signs. He knows it's going to go viral. Somehow he'll get famous. He's like guy on skateboard during the Fleetwood Mac song. He's gonna capitalize on this, hopefully, but I don't even know if that happens these days anymore where people become famous.
Oh, well, it's funny you should ask because over the weekend, he was at the Sixers game.
Fans, make the noise for the city's favorite crossing guard, the one and only Jamel Ransom.
Yeah.
So he's got a stop sign. I'm muting it mostly because of the music. I wanted to get the crowd intro. And of course, he's eating an ice cream cone. So, yeah. So did it work? He at least got to go to a Sixers game. But if we're going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers, there's only one segment we can go to.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what society.
I just want to give you a quick warning, just in case.
Yeah.
The white and brown dog is starting to get fussy.
Okay.
And but she's fine at this current moment. But if she loses her mind, then I got to go give her I got to let her EAT. And I can't even say it.
You can't even say it.
No.
Yeah.
She'll lose her mind.
All right. So we don't use the back of the hand or a paddle. We actually give the animal something that it wants. All right.
Yeah,
listen.
I don't know. I don't beat the animal, Christian.
All right. Listen, you raise your animals differently than I raise my kids. That's fine. So the Philadelphia 76ers over the weekend were swept by the New York Knicks. The Philadelphia Flyers were also swept over the weekend, but the Sixers clips are funnier. And this is another one of those where the reporter for the ABC affiliate in Philly knows exactly what she's doing.
Mobile Arena tonight, Cheyenne. This game was brutal.
So
Walter, you would think that I'm in New York right now.
So before she starts, all the Knicks fans come around, and I think that there's only one way they know when she's going live. I mean, there's a light flashing, but she waved them over.
She looks like one of the chicks in Avatar in blackface.
Which, Zoe Saldana, who is the main chick, is actually, that is her normal face. Let's hear from not these rowdy Knicks fans, but let's hear from some dejected Sixers fans.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a Mother's Day massacre. I left my mom, you know what I mean? It's been something thinking that I'm going down with the ship, but I'm going down with the ship, so I gotta make it up to mama.
I feel like mom's not that disappointed. And this kid seems like he's pure Philly.
So I gotta make it up to mama.
Sell the team, fire Nick Nurse, everybody gone.
Now, he said a name of someone, but it kind of sounds like something else. Listen closely.
Ship, but I'm going down with the ship, so I gotta make it up to mama.
Sell the team, fire Nick Nurse, everybody gone.
Now, listen, if he said what I thought I heard, there wouldn't be anybody left on the team. So I don't think he must not have said what that sounded like, right? You see,
I don't know. Play it about 40 more times so we can make sure.
Which is one more.
My mom, you know what I mean? It's been something thinking that I'm going down with the ship, but I'm going down with the ship, so I gotta make it up to mama.
Sell the team, fire Nick Nurse, everybody gone.
Yeah, he did. He's racist. Yeah. He's like that. What's that fucking guy? He's like Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, it's Lil Fuentes.
Yes, it's Lil Fuentes. That's who it is. This kid's voice is deeper than Nick's, though.
Yeah, that's true.
This kid's got good pipes.
Like Kyle Lowry, coach.
We're getting clowned. Yeah, I got nothing.
I think it was game 6 a few years ago when the Knicks beat us here and we walked out and they were chanting like this. It's worse.
I didn't realize that nerds like basketball too.
This year.
They gotta play better defense.
And I love Joel, and I hope he stays. I love the whole team. They did amazing, but it's just heartbreaking.
So if they got swept in the second round, yes, they beat the Celtics, which I guess this says how bad the Celtics were. If they got swept in the second round, did they do great, Zane?
Yeah, they're terrible, and that makes me happy because they're the worst fans in all of sports. They're horrible. And this couldn't make me happier, frankly. Well, I hate anything Philly.
Then you're really going to enjoy the circle of fans outside of the arena. Here's a little kid with a broom because they got swept by the Knicks. And then look, there's a Sixers shirt. And you're going to see there's a woman with a back tattoo who is trying to get the shirt away from him because she's trying to stand by her team, which we'll see more of her right here. She gets the shirt thrown at her. They're all dancing. Kevin Nash Army at her. He's giving him the finger, though.
Oh, yeah, this is bad.
So
she's so lucky she didn't get beat on.
Well, I think the composition of the races involved.
Right.
She's the black one, everyone's white, is probably enters into it.
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
what
just
this
having
guy-
fun here making jokes. You know,
That's what this
all I'm
guy
saying.
says. This guy, Grills Strillions, is disgusted with all those white guys doing that to that black girl. I understand that his sentiment, and I think he's right to think that that's disgusting of those white men to do that to that black chick.
Our friends from the Fox Philadelphia Morning News, we just saw them a few minutes ago with Blippi. Let's see how they were reacting the next morning.
Yeah, I've been looking at Philadelphia this morning. This is one of the cleanest mornings we've ever had in our city. There were so many people with brooms over the weekend. And
you get what Mike's saying.
I noticed a love story beginning between the Carolina Hurricanes fans and the Knicks fans. Yeah, I think, in fact, I heard a couple of them saying maybe we should sweep together.
Oh, gosh.
That's a Hallmark movie I don't want to
Goes
watch.
back to
No.
the joke twice. I can't stand this guy either. He sucks too.
There was one time where he was before the Super Bowl when he was walking down Bourbon Street. They were doing a live shot from New Orleans, and he was like with some large whores. There's the one clip that we've ever had of him that I liked him. He thinks that they should sweep together. Easy. Huntington Killshack with Australian $5. Is this the white power hour? It might have felt that way, but don't worry. So how do you feel about crossovers? I remember my little sister being excited that there was a movie where the Flintstones met the Jetsons. I remember an episode of Magnum PI when Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote was on. Yeah, I'm old. I get it. So I would be excited for stuff. I love the Avengers movies. You put everybody together, even the Justice League. How do you feel about crossovers?
I like them. At first, I thought you were talking about like Allen Iverson.
No, he's talking about practice.
Yes.
Not a game.
But
not a game.
I know now what you're talking about. I like the crossovers.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much you're going to like this one. This is, again, our friends from the Fox Philadelphia Morning Show, and we feature a lot of clips of them. They have in the studio someone who we also feature a lot of clips of.
Over with.
Oh, no.
We have to talk about it. Xfinity Mobile Arena had just a horrible losing weekend. So first it was Saturday night, the Flyers lost it. At least it was in overtime.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
And then the Sixers with that 30-point loss yesterday.
That's
This
rough.
is not how we thought the weekend would end. As I said earlier, Hunter, I said it was the best of times.
No.
We were all, both of our teams are in the playoffs, second round, blah. And then it was the worst of times.
Yeah, it was horrible. Thanks for having me. You say you want to get the segment over. I mean, what a smack in the face that is to me. Hey, oh.
So, yes, that is our friend, Hunter Brody Broads
Nice
from
shirt.
Broads Media.
Nice fucking shirt, you twat.
I don't know what that shirt is. We haven't had him on in a while. The Phillies fired their manager. There have been times, but if he's going to show up with our friends, Alex and Mike, I want to hear what he has to say. Also, let's start with his appearance.
Thanks, Broads, for coming in. Yeah,
Sorry,
good to
Broads.
be here. It's okay. You're supposed to shave the playoff beard, by the way, once everything ends.
Well,
as you can see, I cleaned up.
You really did.
I did. I cleaned up. Look at this.
So no more headbands when we're out of the playoffs?
Stop. I still have the headbands.
Okay.
That's a staple.
But what did you do? Because I didn't even recognize you when I came in.
We're all like, oh, hey.
I know. I chopped the bun off. I do this every 5, 6, 7 months. We start over. We just start over. We get a little fresh, clean look, and maybe it brings positivity.
That's what.
So we know
like
who he
this.
is.
The fact that he's got the radio gig. He didn't have the. He isn't a guy. He was a dude who made these silly videos and then just got the job because of his popularity, right?
Yeah, they bring him on the radio. I think he does a fill-in host work. They do have regular segments that he does, but he doesn't have his own show like 5 days a week. Maybe he has like a weekend show or whatever. His primary gig is his YouTube channel, which I think he also cuts up into a podcast.
Which I'm sure he does very well.
We know who he is. I feel like most people watching are like, who is this guy talking about how he looks different? By the way, he does look very different. His hair is much shorter. He's a little bit more clean shaven. Let's get a little bit more of
The
this.
teams are doing. They have to start over now.
They do. Well, one of them does.
Let's start with the Sixers,
Okay.
I guess. How embarrassing. I've been saying all morning, could you just pretend that you wanted to win that game? They did not want to go back to New York.
All right. We don't need the actual in-game commentary.
Yeah. Right.
But I wanted to see where Mike's at. We know kind of where Brody's at. Let's see if maybe he might get a little bit more amped up the way we're used to seeing him.
Well, the Knicks fans there to put like salt in the wound. I mean, it was basically home court for them.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So we're going to learn something horrifying about Hunter Brody right here. Get ready.
Embarrassing. So I went with my wife to game 3.
He's married. He has a wife. But wait, it gets worse.
Date night, drop the kids off at the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
More than one kid.
He has procreated at least twice.
Oh.
So there are little Brody Broads running around the Philadelphia area, and I don't feel good about that.
Oh, it's great. Let's go to the game, celebrate. There wasn't a Sixers fan near us. I mean, Knicks fans everywhere. The Knicks fans everywhere. And then the game 4 was even worse.
Yeah.
Game 4, I don't even think there was one Sixers fan, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them because look at how the game ended.
Right.
So they're actually very intelligent.
So he's got that morning after voice of a guy who yells a lot. Probably also enjoys a pop or two before bed, if I just had to guess, but they talk about how the Sixers were such a joke. It even turned up in the Kevin Hart roast. Now, earlier today, I sent you a clip from the Kevin Hart roast. We can't show the Kevin Hart roast, but I've got a still of Tom Brady holding up a baby-sized Knicks jersey for Kevin Hart, which they talked about on the Fox Morning Show, which I thought was funny. So I figured I could show a still of it. And he, of course, Kevin Hart angrily grabs that from Tom Brady. But you realize, it kind of fit, wouldn't it? All right. So listen, if I'm going to bring Hunter Brody Broads on the show, I feel like you have said in the past you don't like this sanitized, dialed down version of him. You hate the other version, but it's unsettling to watch him the way we just did. So don't worry. I've got him from his own show.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy Mother's Day. Come watch the Sixers get fucked. That's what the slogan should have been on every ESPN graphic. Happy Mother's Day. Come watch the Sixers get fucked.
So you thought it was funny the first time. It was funnier the second time, right? No? Oh, okay.
Dude, it was so bad that when Deuce is wide open for 3, here I am in the middle of the kitchen celebrate. Deuce! Dude, I'm cheering for her because it was so absurd. And all these threes are dropping. Those first 11 threes. What are we doing? How?
This is when I'm realizing how much he sounds like Opie, by the way. Did you turn your mic off, Easy? Oh, I still don't hear you. So now is it on me?
Sorry. The first 15, 20 seconds were fine. I didn't mind that. Now I'm like, what the fuck? It's just, he's got such a short burn time. I mean, it's remarkable.
What was that? What happened in the first 5 minutes?
Oh, God.
I know you love what he does.
The game didn't even start yet. You're down 22. Dude, they just mentally broke you.
He's breaking
the Sixers no-showed. Oh, it's so typical, isn't it?
Okay, it's important to note that this falls in line because we've got Mersh, asshole, fuckface, sunglasses.
Yes.
Chad, fucking retard, idiot.
And you don't even really know $2 Dan, $2 Corky from Nice Podcast Stupid. He also does the hat and sunglasses.
Yeah. What all these horrible broadcasters do this shit. All right.
He's the one I would like to have on this show. I know you wouldn't, but I would love to talk to Brody sometime. But
well, what would you ask him? Because the only interesting question is, do you know how much you suck at this?
I wouldn't ask him that. I want to know, is it an act? I would play him the bullshit or not clip and know if he's really this bad.
You got to ask him a derogatory and see how he responds. He could get some points in his favor if he answered it appropriately. Do you know how much you suck dick? Are you into this whole act just to piss people off? Because that's all you're doing.
Well,
and then just try to rattle him. That would be interesting.
I believe at the tail end right here, he does talk about his appearance.
I got to wear these sunglasses today because I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. I don't want my face to be seen.
Or did his wife give him 2 black eyes? I mean, what's the real story here, Broads?
He's like a poverty fucking Dice. He's like when Anthony does Dice.
Yes, it's Anthony's impression of Dice. I'll give you that. Well, the super chats are still not coming in, so we'll go ahead a little bit more, Broads.
Next, Tyrese Maxey.
Oh.
I don't want to hear about a pinky. I don't want to hear about a finger. I don't even remember what finger it is. I don't care. I'll give you a finger, Sixers. Fuck you.
Oh.
So he does that. Fuck you.
It's painful.
Speaking of painful.
But if you're telling me a finger that may not even need surgery from what we heard after the series ended, that's going to limit you so much that you are so inefficient.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That you're getting manhandled.
Definitely.
You're getting mollywopped and thrown around like you're a rag doll.
I forgot that I let the clip go so long because he said mollywopped and thrown around like a rag doll. Listen, if we're doing all Philadelphia sports segment, let's try to lighten the mood. Remember how fun it was when Blippi was in studio on the morning show? How about this? During a Phillies broadcast with Tom McCarthy and the great John Kruk, they have a special guest in studio.
All of the dads watching the game right now and thinking, what is going on?
Well, I mean, they would love to spend some time with Elmo.
Do you think so?
Yes.
That's right. They brought Elmo into the booth because what's missing from baseball? I know. Muppets.
Absolutely. Have you enjoyed your day at the ballpark today?
It's been wonderful, yeah. And Elmo loves the Phillies. Go Phillies, baby.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're red, they're red.
That's true. That's very true.
You know, there was a time on WATP when they had Vinny on to comment on our appearance on our favorite political talk show, Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. And Vinny was upset at how well I fit in on that show, which I take as a compliment because Tom is a friend and a friend of the show. I think that Tom McCarthy's really fitting in very well with Elmo, and I don't think that that's something that he should be proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elmo wants to see a home run.
We would love to see a home run.
That'd be cool.
Not this half inning, but when the Phillies are up, we want to see a home
I don't know
run.
what's worse.
Now we're
Tom
playing the
McCarthy.
Rockies tonight.
Yeah?
You like rocks.
Well, not really.
You like the lightning quick improv skills of Elmo?
I don't know what's worse, the how comfortable Tom McCarthy is with Elmo, or how comfortable you are with playing Tom McCarthy with Elmo on this show.
I mean, Kruk hasn't even interacted with Elmo yet. We got to get to the good part.
No.
You see, there's a whole thing with a rock called Rocco.
Oh, right.
He's kind of taking the internet by storm,
Mm-hmm.
and it drives Elmo crazy. But Elmo likes the Rockies. It's okay. The team's okay.
So who's your favorite Phillies player?
Oh, that's a very difficult question.
He was not ready for that.
This conversation, Kruk with Elmo, is more insightful than when he was talking with Darren Dalton.
You know, Elmo met a lot of them earlier, but like Bryce Harper.
Yep.
I mean, you
and
might
Kyle
get that.
Schwarber, the Schwarber. Very cool. Yeah.
They're big, aren't they? Big?
Bigger than Big Bird.
Bigger than Big Bird.
What do you think about that insight? That Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper are bigger than Big Bird, who I believe is 10 feet tall. And you could, it's just banter, but Crucky's not standing for it.
They are bigger than Big Bird.
Well, I don't know about that. Big Bird, pretty big
He
fella.
is pretty big.
Thanks, John. That's great.
Always affirm. Yes, and Crucky, you've been at this for a long time. You were up at the show. You were on ESPN for a long time. You just roll with it when there's a Muppet in the booth.
You meet the Fanatic today?
Oh, yes. The Fanatic's fantastic. Talk about as big as Big Bird.
Yeah.
No, he's
The
not.
Fanatic's really cool. Kind of like distant family.
Do you think the Fanatic
you want him real distant.
Yeah.
Kruk has a long ongoing feud with the Fanatic. You're not enjoying this. I don't understand why, Easy. This is like one of the greatest things that I've ever shown on the show.
It's so painful. It's so painful.
I'm looking for a super chat, but nope.
Emma just had a really nice dinner at your very fancy restaurant here.
Oh, yeah?
Emma had some pasta. It was good.
You have, so pasta and pretzels.
Yeah.
Those would be really good things to have.
I mean, at least he brought his A material, you know?
Right. What in the name of John Sterling's ghost is going on here? Holy fuck. Play the clip of him getting hit in the head next time. That's all we need to do is play John Sterling getting hit in the head.
Well, you know, it is funny that you mentioned that because I do actually have a non-Philadelphia sports clip, and I actually need to show it. This is, I think, the Portland Sea Dogs. This is a call, and the Portland Sea Dogs. And let's see, Perry Cattell is the broadcaster's name here.
By the way, way to get this all up while you were talking.
Yeah, sometimes I can do it.
That's not easy to do.
Usually I need you to read some chats, but this was like the next clip, so I knew where it was. And yes, you got me to cut bait on Elmo. So let's see what happens here on what looks like a really well-attended Portland Sea Dogs game.
The 1-1 coming towards me, and it just hit me in the stomach.
Oh, I thought it went right in
That
the
was
spot.
Quite unfortunate. I am all good. Don't even worry about it.
I love that there was time for some in-stadium promotion after that. I don't know what it was, but it was the
It's a broken cherry.
Oh, yeah, her hymen was intact before this.
I am all good. Don't even worry about it.
That's you don't hear a lot.
Yeah, I'm okay down there. Thanks, guys.
Announcers.
No, it's
Some
true.
ushers checking on me.
They
That
usually
will leave a
suck.
bruise tomorrow.
Well, she should get
That came at me so fast, I actually had no time to get out of the way.
So you got to actually see her.
Yeah.
And any thoughts on that at all?
She looks wonderful. She sounds horrible. That's the most interesting thing that's going to happen to her.
Yeah.
In her entire career.
And because
RTT 3-81 says, great show, boys. But be sure to tune in to the @Beef Tip Show. This week's guest, Aaron Imholt, will be discussing the flavor profile of Nick's Man Milk. The prop off between Mike Morse and Rick. Now, I don't know what all that means. I don't think that Aaron's really going to be on it.
No, I don't think he'll be on the Beef Tips show, but we should tune into the Beef Tips show anyway. And Easy, you suffered through a lot of horse shit today, so I'll let you have this one.
3-2 swung on a pop foul back here.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Let's kill.
It really hit me. I didn't know it was coming back that far.
Really hit me.
So listen, Easy, I know that we're getting pretty close to the time that you need to go and your dog needs to EAT or possibly SHIT.
Yeah.
But I think people hung in there, and because we got that $10 super chat.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
How about that? How about that?
Just give me $10. That was really all it took. I could have done this an hour ago. We could have watched a lot less Strike Force 5. We could have gotten a less Hunter Brody Broad. So this is actually a follow-up on a story we had last week. There was a bear wandering around near a school here in Southern California. I believe this is in Monrovia. And I didn't realize how this story had a very happy ending.
And this, a large bear found roaming a neighborhood in Pacoima.
And for our audio audience, we will let you know that we are looking at a bear stone cold passed out on a brick wall.
Has been tranquilized. Several schools in the Pacoima
Like beer
area
on the balcony.
were placed on lockdown while the bear was spotted walking through backyards. Crews from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife came and tranquilized the animal. It will be released into the nearest suitable habitat. This bear sighting follows 2 others in San Fernando Valley over the weekend, including at the Hanson Dam Golf Course.
All right.
Cannot believe that they're that vicious. He just looks so fantastically punchable and adorable.
Well, let's check out a sneaky bear up in Fresno.
Officials in Colorado working together to.
This is a different one. I have a Fresno clip, but we're looking at Colorado instead. My apologies.
Wildlife officials in Colorado working together to remove a sleeping bear from a home yesterday. This after the 250-pound male snuck into a basement well and fell asleep. Officers immobilized the bear before bringing him through the window and then into the home. They then carried the bear out of the home and into a wildlife trailer. It was released into a bear habitat.
You don't say. Boy, what a voice. Hello, I've got a radio voice.
What my thought was on that one, though, was that if you need to know where to relocate a bear to, I can look up on Google Maps and find you an address in Altadena, California. I know a house, actually, where they like having bears underneath the house.
Oh, Mike Johnson's house.
Yeah. Right. Kenny Johnson. Or no.
Kenny Johnson?
I can't remember his name now. Oh, no. All right.
know.
And let's bring it on home with the Fresno bear story.
Well, guys, a baby bear cub was spotted in this northwest Fresno community around 6 this morning. One neighbor that I spoke to about 15 minutes ago tells me that when he was working out in his garage, he initially thought that the baby bear was a dog, but immediately after noticing what was coming towards him, he made sure to call authorities. So did many other people. Fresno police getting those calls from several people reporting seeing a bear in the area of North Isla Avenue near West and Minarets. You're going to be watching exclusive video now sent to us by a viewer who spotted the bear this morning. It was the same neighbor that I had a conversation with. The officer responding to the neighborhood, though, couldn't find the cub initially, so that's when reinforcements were called. Police say the California Department of Fish and Wildlife was contacted.
So at this age, they're used to the sound of sirens. They know to start running as soon as they hear them because, he's been unhoused for a while, wandering from neighborhood to neighborhood. By the way,
are you still talking about a bear? Or are you talking about the guy with the ice cream cone?
Yes. Yes. So you did notice, by the way, that his account came from a guy who, 1, works out in his garage, and 2, can't tell the difference between a bear and a dog.
And sent a team to this area, but as of about maybe half an hour, 40 minutes ago, a California Fish and Wildlife bear trap was hitched to a truck and towed away in the area that I'm currently standing in. Now, an hour ago, I was able to find and speak to a parks ranger who was driving and patrolling around this area, and he said that he hadn't received any reports of a bear sighting in over 2 hours. And now they're just assuming that the bear either went back towards the San Joaquin River or is hunkered down in someone's yard.
I like how this guy gets all his news because, and I saw a vehicle with a trap behind it rather than actually talking to anyone.
And he's also like, the bear is gone. And it either went to a place, another place, or anywhere on earth. Thank you. It could be hiding in someone's backyard.
It's like he didn't even talk to anybody. He just kind of like drove around and looked at things.
I don't even know if this guy's a real newscaster. He just put the NBC 24 logo in this Instagram video. Well, we are past our allotted time. Easy and his dog both need to eat. And
no, I don't need to eat. Just her. Look at her. She's been a trooper.
She has been a trooper, just like you were, hanging in through. Did we do 40 minutes of Strike Force 5? By the way, they're doing an emergency episode of their podcast, Strike Force 5. In fact, they recorded it last night. It'll be available tomorrow. Don't worry. I will have it for next week's Who Are These Broadcasters? I will watch it, and I will do my best to have 12 clips as good as the 12 that I had today.
I don't mind the Strike Force 5 as much as I mind Brody Bro. I mean, 4 minutes of Brody Bro is like 40 minutes.
I didn't even get him talking about the Flyers. I just focused on the Sixers. But time for there's always more time. Easy. Where can people find you other than right here next Tuesday?
So my podcast, the live stream, is on Twitch Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Eastern on Friday. The audio of that becomes the audio podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And as always, you know me, I'm Christian Bladt. I'm on social media at Christian DMZ. And if you will be in Southern California this weekend, please head out to Comic-Con Revolution in beautiful Ontario, California, where you will see me moderating not one, not two, but 5 panels over the weekend.
Wow.
A couple with legendary X-Men writer Chris Claremont, but also a panel with 6 cast members from the 2000s reboot of Battlestar Galactica. And on Sunday, a panel with both voices of Rick and Morty. So go ahead, go over to comicconrevolution.com and buy those tickets. It's way more affordable than San Diego Comic-Con, and you can actually get the tickets. And if you're a nerd like me, this convention's better because you can actually buy comic books at it, as opposed to San Diego Comic-Con that has very limited tables with comic books. And yes, I know.
It's in Ontario, California, right?
Yes, it is on Ontario, California. There's an airport there. You're welcome to fly out for the Rick and Morty panel.
4 days, 24 minutes, 34 seconds remaining.
That's right.
I'm looking at it right now.
Get those tickets. Get them now. And we will, of course, be back next week. Thank you to everyone. We were fairly consistent throughout the chat. We were fairly consistent throughout the show, consistently under 100. So we appreciate that. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. As always, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic. And great show, boys. Be sure to tune into the Beef Tips show. This week's guest, Aaron Imholt, will be discussing the flavor profile of Nick's Man Milk. Coming soon, the prop-off between Mike Morse and Rick.